Hello everybody, welcome back to Steve's Gear. Today we're going to take a look at something that's a little different from what I've been generally reviewing, but it kind of fits in the same realm in a way of, the EDC type thing really. Eventually this summer I'd like to branch out and review some camping gear and maybe some fishing gear and little things like that. We might take a little break from knives and flashlights in a little while, but I wasn't going to make a video about this, and then I decided that I would go ahead and make a video because maybe somebody else might be looking for something like this. So this is the original box that it comes in. We're going to be looking at the GooLoo Jump Starter Power Bank. So it comes in a box. I'll let you kind of pause it and take a look if you want to. But yeah. So I normally carry one of these, and I actually had a Noco GB40 that I used. I probably had it for almost 5 years, and it served its purpose, but unfortunately it did fall and break the other day. My work truck had a dead battery, and I had to jump it, and it fell, and it no longer charges. So instead of trying to get it repaired, I went ahead and just decided to go with a different one. I was kind of irritated because that happened to be a very cold day. When the battery had died, it was -6 with wind, so it was pretty cold out, so it wasn't fun to be stuck. And if you're into EDC stuff, you probably do either some fishing, some hunting, some traveling, walks in the woods, things like that. Nobody wants to be stuck. So I think this is a good thing to throw into your bug out bag or your vehicle prepared kit, because there's a couple uses for this. We'll kind of go over everything. We'll kind of pull everything out of the package. I'll show you guys what all comes in the package. And I do have to give some credit to Project Farm. I don't know if any of you guys have watched his videos. He's pretty popular on YouTube, but he did review this specific model in a kind of a comparison video with some other ones. So inside you get a little divider in there to hold all your stuff. You just get some Velcro, little hand carrying strap, and a little net back here for holding some little accessories. So we'll set that to the side. You also get a set of instructions, so the user manual for it. Probably a good idea to look it over if you're not familiar with these or the first time you use it. They're really not overly complicated, but it's always good if you're having some problems, troubleshooting or whatever. So you get that in the package. You get a little warning card. Talks about things not to do. So not a bad idea to look that over with it. You get the cables. So I'm sure everybody knows what these are for. But it comes with the unit to plug into the jump starter. Has a couple lights on it for if your polarities are reversed, correct polarity, and then a little boost button. And then it actually has some instructions here before you use. So not a bad idea. I like that it's printed right on the unit. So if you don't have the instructions, you got everything right there. We'll set those aside for now. You get 2 cables. So you get a USB-A to USB-C. That's another big thing I'm excited about because my other unit was a micro USB, and that's ultimately what failed. So I'm glad to see USB-C. It's one less cable I got to drag around, and it fits in with a lot of the other things I have. And you also get a USB-C to USB-C cable, so that's pretty neat. And then included is also a adapter you can plug in, and you can actually use a 12-volt device with it. So that is pretty handy. So besides being a 2000 amp jump starter, which is really nice, my previous unit was a 1000 amp jump starter. And honestly, for starting my work truck, which I had to start multiple times with it worked great. My personal truck's only a V6. My work truck is a V6. So that 1000 amps worked fine for it. But now I got some extra juice, which is nice. And it's also a 19,800 milliamp hour backup battery. So that's quite a bit of extra power to carry. You know, and like I said, if you're out doing things and you know you forget your cell phone charger or something happens and you need a way to charge it, it's a good backup. You know, if you have GoPro batteries or an iPad, whatever, you always have a way to charge it. You can also run, you know, like a little tire inflator or a little vacuum, something like that off of the supplied DC converter. So we'll kind of take a quick look at the unit. This one is thinner than my Noco, but it is longer. So about the same width. That's that output for the DC. So 15 volt, 10 amp, if anybody's wondering about that. You do get a flashlight, so you get a little bit of a flashlight review, but it has just kind of like a one mode for your light, and then you also get a strobe and a beacon mode also. You get a couple outputs here for USB-A, so you get a 5 volt 2.1 amp, and then you actually get a quick charge that can do 5 volt, 9 volt, or 12 volt, and then you get a USB Type-C input and output. So that's pretty handy. Like I said, a lot of things nowadays are USB-C. It'd be super cool to be able to plug in that USB-C cable right into here. You know, you can charge up your Olight batteries, you can charge up, you know, cell phones, whatever. But you still have that USB-A in case you need to charge something else up. On this side, you get the actual jumper cable plug, that's where this plug here on the end will plug into there, and that's how you would, you know, jumpstart your vehicle. Now, like I said, that day was really cold that I was out there doing it. This is actually rated for -4 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'd be kind of pushing the limits on the coldness part as far as where I'd get the peak power out of it. So that's kind of something to use. I like the fact that it's got a light. I mean, my other unit had a light also, but, you know, if you're changing a tire, you know, say, for people that are in the EDC stuff, you probably always have a flashlight. I mean, I get that. But a lot of people just might not have them with them that day, or, you know, they might be out somewhere and their flashlight's dead, whatever. At least, you know, you do have a light and you have that SOS mode and that beacon mode in case you need some help. You can, you know, set it on your trunk or set it on the bed of your truck or something, be able to signal people. So that's always important. On the front, your power button, you know, you can click it. It'll give you the power level indicator. Looks like it's fully charged. It did have a sticker on the front of it. When I opened the box, it said, please fully charge before first use. So it's always a good idea to charge it up. I'll probably just plug it in tonight, make sure it's fully charged before I worry about putting it in a vehicle. Personally, I do, you know, a decent amount of camping. I do a lot of fishing. I like carrying something like this just for the fact that a lot of times I'm out somewhere and there's nobody else there. So it's nice to be able to jump myself if I need it. And then I also have some extra power in case, you know, I need an emergency phone charge or something like that. This one is actually on sale through Amazon right now too, which is super cool. I was able to get a pretty good deal on it, which I was pretty happy about. Yeah, right now this one is on sale for $79.99 for this one here. It's 38% off, and you also can apply a $10 off coupon. So basically I paid $70. It's less expensive than the previous brand I had if I was going to replace the same model. According to Project Farms test, this one, you know, should be superior. You know, I won't know until I'm able to test it. And I did replace the battery in the service vehicle, so hopefully I don't have to jump it anytime soon. But I'm still going to carry this every time I'm in a vehicle. Like I said, in case you need it. Nothing's worse than being stuck outside in -6-degree weather. So, great thing to carry with you. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a quick overview of it. It has some specs and stuff on the back. I'll kind of let you guys read over those specs if you want to read them. You know, if you have one of these, leave it in the comments if it's worked good for you. If you have any questions about it, put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. You know, I'll look over the instructions or whatever to answer. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.